Going live. Ooh, I guess it actually sits like this, out of this space. Hey, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're doing well. It is Sunday. It is our 167th episode, and here's a mess. And just talking Sunday, and here we talk about Agile and Scrum. I'm Greg Master, Agile coach and Scrum Master, and we do tactical and practical ideas on Scrum and Agile. Keep it down to earth, right? And then the conversations, so you can get home to your family and friends, get your work done quicker, faster, make more money because you're getting it done faster, and you get to go home and have some fun while we do it and not stress out, right? And I'm just kind of showing off right now on the intro the space shuttle Lego that my kids got for Christmas. And my daughter helped my son put this together because she loves to build Legos. She's really good at it. And she put this together, and I was just looking at it. But you know how old this is? The space shuttle's so old. But you know what? All these new rocket companies yet, they still don't have a Lego version of their spacecraft. Until you know you got a Lego version of your spacecraft, you know you made it. But you need a Lego version of whatever you're building to be, say, I am success, right? And people dream with Legos, right? So maybe Elon Musk, I just broke it. Anyway, maybe he needs to talk to Lego people about building a Lego version of his new Starliner, right? So people can dream about working for his company and get out into space. And I'm always big on space and dreaming big. I wrote Dreaming Big in 2020, and I do believe in that, right? Got to dream big every once in a while. Hopefully, I don't break things on the way. Anyway, so I want to talk about two things today. It is Sunday. Keep it short, right? It's a weekend. Time with family and friends. Can't close it. I really messed. I don't know what I do with it. Anyway, so as looking at stuff, I'm getting up early. It's like 5:52 now. I think we started. It's about 4:49, 4:48 when we started the show. So I'm moving it back into the 5 o'clock hour after this vacation time and being with family. Two things I want to talk about. And I know I've talked to kind of this topic before, and there will be topics where I kind of hit the same topic from different angles as we go. One, I'm going to talk about what's in it for me and how to spot a naive Scrum Master who doesn't really see the big picture. I'll show you that one. And then working together, retention. We did a thing about retention as a measure for happiness, and I was listening to Gary Vee episode, and I'm going back to try to find it. When I find what he said, I will share and post on LinkedIn what he was talking about, people working together for a long time. So with that, we'll start those two topics. And again, please share and comment. If there's any topics you want us to talk, let me know, and we'll talk about them. So what's in it for me? We talked about this. As a Scrum Master, Agile coach, or anybody, manager, unless you think you're like the top notch, it doesn't matter. But listen to some of Gary Vee's talk, and it's really about what's in it for everybody else. Not for me personally, but if I was in their shoes, what would be in it for me or for them when we do our business? And one of the things I notice, and I pick up a lot on, when I try to do stuff, I try to put myself into their shoes. I ask questions how they're working, what's going on before I do something. And I was looking at some boards in Jira for a couple of the teams I manage, and it's just something I notice everywhere, and people don't pick up on, right? I can tell a naive new Scrum Master really doesn't understand the principle behind being Scrum Master, where you're the servant leader to the people, by looking at how they build their Scrum boards, right? So what I see, here's what happens. So you got a team, you're managing a team, you're a Scrum Master, and you're using something like Jira or Azure or Trello or whatever to manage your team. And on there's an option that said, what's like my work or my issues or my tasks, whatever. There's always that little button. When you click that little button, what'll happen, it'll just show you all the stuff that's assigned to you. might be assigned to me, different things. And it comes out of the box. It's right out of the box. And what I notice beginning Scrum Masters do, because they don't understand it, is they will customize that board to eliminate that filter. And you know why? The reason being is that because they're not doing the work on the team, nothing shows up for them. It's very obvious, but they don't get it, right? So they eliminate what's in it for me because they don't think there's value in it because they don't have any work on the team per se. Therefore, the filter doesn't work for them. So they eliminate it. That to me is a quick sign on a Scrum Master who's very immature because it's your job to establish what's good for you as a Scrum Master or what's good for the team. Now, what they don't know when you get better skill sets of these tools is that you can build your own versions of stuff for your own stuff to manage your stuff as a Scrum Master. Like I can build boards that have all my people on it, do different things, show me different information, and I don't share that with anybody. And that's just for me as Scrum Master, how I manage my teams. And they don't quite get there because skill sets aren't that good yet, right? However, I do find it interesting because I'm like, look, but why would you take that away? What do I care about as a developer tester? What Jane or Joe or Mohammed or Derek or Sally is doing on their work? I really don't, right? I don't care about all those filters. All I need is to know what's in it for me filter and click on that and it'll just show me my stuff. You as Scrum Master may care about all these different people, but me as an individual, I don't care, right? And majority of my time is spending on what I need to get done. If you look at your percentages, we did percentages the other day. It's like 13%, I think 13%. Yeah. It's really 9%, 13% if you do scaled stuff because you got to do more interaction with other teams, right? So you're spending 85% working on your stuff. You're spending 85% of your time managing your stuff. So what do I care about all this other stuff, right? I mean, there is a teamwork thing. When I finish my stuff that I had picked up on, or I need to go grab something, I want to go see what's going on. I want to see a dashboard that tells me if anybody's stuck so I can help them. That's teamwork based, right? If I see something behind schedule, right? And I will go help them. That's about as teamworky as you should get, right? I don't care about what Greg is doing on his daily business. That's his business. I just want to know when Greg's going to hand me my stuff that I can do my task associated with that story. That's what I want to know. So again, I can spot an immature Scrum Master because they eliminated the my tasks or my stuff or my filter from the choices on the board. And you can see who's centric on these boards and they don't get it. They're like, well, this make how I manage stuff, but it's not about you. Just telling you right now, it's not about you. So when I'm play your agile coach role and I walk in and I see that stuff, I can tell how mature or immature you are as from a Scrum Master, the servant leader perspective. If you eliminate that, I know that you're not. I mean, some teams are really working together and they don't need to know all that stuff. They got to get a little work done. Don't need to spend all your time figuring out what everybody else is doing. That's not your job, right? Some may argue with me against me, but I'm going to say no. So with that, so again, lead those buttons for think about what other people need to do their job, right? And the last thing I'm going to bring to you is I was watching Gary Vee. Watch a lot of it. It's just entertaining. I got to watch my language though after I start talking that way. I'm like, oh boy, got to watch the language. He talked about the other day has a couple key people that he works in different parts of the country in his business. And he really doesn't tell them what to do, right? But what he talks about is retention. And this is what we talk about now. So Scrum, leaving the teams intact. We talked the other day about bringing work to the team versus taking the team, splitting it up and working in multiple projects. By keeping the team together, they know what to do. They work so much faster. I really want to find that video when he said it and share that. When I find it, I will share it on LinkedIn. But his team works so much faster when they've been working together for a while, and their retention is longer. They know what each other are doing. They know what needs to be done. They have a sixth sense, you want to call it, on how to do stuff. And the same thing goes with Scrum teams and Agile teams, Kanban teams, whatever, where you know how they code, you know where they put their comments, you know where their issues are. So when something does come up, because people make mistakes, you need to fix, you can kind of understand how they wrote their code, right? Or where they put stuff or what they did, what's needed. Like you're somebody who's out for a day, you've been working together. We all know how to start the daily Scrum call. We know what the call number is. We know what we're to do. We don't need the Scrum Master. It just happens, right? And that's where you want your teams to get to. I am going to share that when I get that, but that is a key. It's fun listening to a CEO of a company that's really hot in the social media market, at least in this area, in the following and everything, saying that having the retention, letting people stay working together for a long time is a good thing, and you get such a good efficiency at getting stuff done because they're not waiting for you to make a decision. And that'll be another one. I heard a bunch of videos about asking you to make decisions or waiting on you. It's pretty sad. But anyway, with that, I'm going to let it go. We'll be done early. Again, we're trying to be within 15 minutes for our show, just like a daily Scrum. It doesn't take long. I guess I could talk about one more thing. Discussion the other day. I had a lot of people in the group, and they're saying, how long does this meeting go? And I'm like, here's your daily Scrum. I finished this yesterday, and I'm handing it off to Sally, so she can test it or do whatever. Or I'm just waiting for Jim to finish development so I can do my automated test on it or run my test on it, and then we'll be good to go. He's telling me to have it done today, so it'll be my part of my plan of work to do today. That's it. And the other thing is, like, I'm out next week. I have to go to my friend's inaugural party or inaugural celebration for being elected to office. So I'll be out on Monday morning. I'll be back. That's it. Didn't take 30 seconds, right? And we did the little music boxes, right? I have to find some more music boxes to show them what 30 seconds is really about. But it doesn't take much. So you can get 10 people. You can be done in like 6 minutes. It's not that hard to do a daily Scrum if you do it right and stay on track. With that, we're out. Give us a thumb up, share, hit the bell, like it, so that when we do these live things, you'll get posts. I am splicing up stuff. I am going to do more of that and share that with everybody. And with that, you have fun. Have a good weekend. Enjoy some time with family. I think I'm gonna go watch a Star Wars movie today. Should be fun. Take the kids out. Let the wife have some kid-free time. Take them away for a while. And take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye. See ya.